Hello grade 9 students, welcome to another virtual class. I am Miss Madhu Vadke. In today's video lesson, we will perform an activity to find an expression for area of a parallelogram. The aim of this activity is to give a suggestive demonstration to obtain an expression for the area of parallelogram by paper folding and pasting. To do this activity, you must know that a parallelogram is a quadrilateral in which both pairs of opposite sides are parallel and equal. Also, we are going to use the formula for area of rectangle, which is equal to length into breadth. You will need following materials to do this activity: a pair of scissors, glue, marble paper and geometry box. These are the steps of procedure of this activity, which are listed point-wise. First, we will construct a parallelogram of given measures on a marble paper and obtain two identical cutouts of this parallelogram using the same color marble paper. So we are going to construct parallelogram ABCD, in which AB will be 7 centimeters, angle A will be 60 degrees and AD will be 5 centimeters. Then we will obtain a perpendicular by paper folding to one of these sides on both the cutouts of parallelogram. The third step will be to paste one of the cutouts of the parallelogram as design of the activity. We will cut the second parallelogram along the perpendicular and obtain two parts. Each part will be a quadrilateral. Then we will arrange these parts to obtain a rectangle. To construct a parallelogram ABCD of given measures, draw a line segment measuring 7 centimeters. Label this line as AB. Then, using a protractor, at point A, construct an angle of 60 degrees. Now join point A with this point. So this angle is 60 degrees. Length of the adjacent side AD of this parallelogram is 5 centimeters. Now align the 0 of your ruler at point A and along this line and mark a point D such that AD is 5 centimeters. Now the angle at point D will be 120 degrees because we know that opposite sides of a parallelogram are parallel. So if angle A is 60 degrees, angle at D will be 120 degrees. So using your protractor, align the center of the protractor at point D and measure 120 degrees starting from this point and mark 120 degrees. Now join point D to this point. Using properties of parallelogram, we know that opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. So angle B will be 120 degrees. Now using protractor, we will construct 120 degrees at point B. So starting from 0, mark 120 degrees and then join point B with this point. Mark this point as C. So AB and DC are 7 centimeters, AD and BC are 5 centimeters and opposite angles in the parallelogram are equal. Once you have constructed this parallelogram correctly using these measures, then you have to obtain two identical cutouts of this parallelogram using same colored marble paper. So let's say these are the two cutouts of the parallelograms that we want. Label these cutouts of parallelogram as ABCD. Now mark the midpoint of AB as E in both parallelograms. The next step is to fold this parallelogram along AB. So start folding at point E and see that EB and EA coincide with each other. On folding, you will get a fold or a crease that will cut DC at a point. Mark this point as F. Repeat the same steps for the second parallelogram. We do this step to obtain a perpendicular to AB. So this line FE is a perpendicular to AB. Now make sure that while folding, EB is coinciding with AE. Otherwise, FE will not be perpendicular to AB, and then the final figure that you will get in conduct will be wrong. If you are not able to understand the folding method, you can simply keep your protractor here at point E and construct a 90-degree angle. The idea is to get FE perpendicular to AB at the midpoint of AB. And in both parallelograms, you have to follow exactly same steps. Now out of these two parallelograms, we will paste one parallelogram as design and the second one will be used for conduct. So here is the design that shows parallelogram ABCD with perpendicular EF. See that the perpendicular is marked dotted like I have done, and mark FE perpendicular to AB. Now FE is the height of the parallelogram and the corresponding base of parallelogram is AB. This part completes your design. Now take the second cutout of the parallelogram and cut along the perpendicular FE. But before cutting, note down the vertices at the corners. After cutting along the perpendicular, we will get two parts of this parallelogram. Each will be a quadrilateral. Now we have to arrange these parts in order to get a rectangle. You'll be able to notice in this figure that point A, B, C, D lies as shown, and these points at the corners are EF because this is the perpendicular to the base. This implies that this figure is a rectangle. So now from a parallelogram we have obtained a rectangle. So area of this rectangle will be same as area of parallelogram. The length of this rectangle is same as the base of the parallelogram. And the breadth of the rectangle is same as the height of the parallelogram. Area of this rectangle is given by length into breadth, and this rectangle is obtained from a parallelogram. So area of parallelogram is same as the area of rectangle. Replacing length with the base of the parallelogram and the breadth with height of the parallelogram, we get area of parallelogram as base into height. So what are the observations that we have made? The quadrilateral obtained by rearranging the cutouts is a rectangle, and area of this rectangle is same as area of parallelogram, and therefore it is base into height. So we can conclude from this activity that area of parallelogram is product of the base and the corresponding height. With this, we come to the end of this video lesson. Your assignment is to write down this activity in your journal and perform the design and conduct as well. See that you complete the journal work regularly, as you may be asked for submission in future. See you in the next class. Until then, goodbye.